I decided to work on a new intro, that 5 to 7 second thing in between the time I introduce, like right now, and the actual episodes of my videos. I don't have time to do that right now. I'm buried. So I decided to go over to Fiverr and throw $500 split up between a bunch of people to do a new intro and end screen thing for me. Let me show you what happened. Now I'm going to go through this intro and end screen thing, and I'm going to show you all about it. That's what I do. I explain things to people so they learn. And if you're impatient, look in the description below. There will be the time markers, and you can click to the area of interest and go to that part of the video. And if you just want to see the results of my Fiverr thing. So here's what happened. A couple of months ago, I reached 100K subscribers, and I decided to start changing things up and making them better. I created this live stream area. This was my editing area. This was my hangout area. So I went through and I made everything cool here because I wanted to be able to produce videos while I redo the studio in the other room. Well, part of reaching that is I wanted a new intro, you know, that 5 to 7 second thing where I go blah, 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 and then it goes whoop, boop, 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 and then it goes into the main part of the episode, and then an end screen, so I could put up things and people can click and subscribe and stuff like that. Now, what are these intros and end screens about? First off, intros. I've been through this. I've tested it a bazillion, gajillion, million times. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 4 seconds. It's too short. It just kind of shocks people. I have found that between 5 to 7 seconds, maybe 8 seconds long is perfect. And then people start dropping off statistically after 8 seconds. You know, those long videos where they sit there and they go blah, blah, blah. It doesn't work. I've tested this. I've looked at the statistics. I've looked at the analytics. So that's the intro. The end screen thing, what that does is it allows you to add 10 or 12 seconds to the end of your video. And in particular, I show my playlist, which includes everything I've ever made, the next suggested video, which YouTube will do for you based upon the person that's watching. They'll throw up a suggested video up there to say, hey, this person is probably interested in that. A little subscribe thing with my mug on it, and then another thing to Basic Filmmaker University. That's what end screens are about, and that's the stuff on intros, and you should take that suggestion, or at least look at your channel and test out different intros to see how long people start dropping off on your intro. Cool? Now I've had this channel for going on 7-8 years, and I've had various intros and outros on this channel. Let me show you some of them and how I got to where I'm at right now. March 2012, 8 years ago, I created my first video ever. It was the trailer, the bumper, the intro for my channel. I grabbed an After Effects template, messed around with it, and posted it as a video. November 2013, I decide I want a cool intro. I'm tired of the little shoo 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 thing, so I get this template and I create this robotic thingy stuff, and it was really, really cool. And there were a couple of problems with it. One, it was 30 seconds long. As I've told you, it should be 5 to 7 seconds. Second, the viewers didn't like it because third, it didn't represent my channel. It's really neat, but I didn't use it ever since. November 2014, I still have the same one that I originally created, although I changed it up. I made it clearer. It's now 1080. I made it a bit darker and added some different music to it. February 2018. I'm still using that original bumper, and here's the funny thing. Some guy writes me and says, hey,
do you know that a company uses that particular intro bumper, that template that I made way many years ago? And I'm like, I didn't know that. And he says, well, it's a company that makes porn videos. And I was like, what? So I went and checked it out and found out that was true. So I wanted this thing off my channel. I ran a contest for someone to do an intro to me for my channel, and a guy named Kevin Anson came up with this, who won. Check it out. So it's October 2018, and too many people are saying that intro that Kevin did, although it was great, they said it was too much. It was visual overload. It was crazy. So then I took that and I just carved out a piece, and my intro was simply this short little piece out of that. Now, January 2019, I simply grabbed the template and rearranged it around, and I just created what is my current intro that looks like this. Now it's May 2020. I hit 100K subs. I figure it's time to change things up. I'm changing up my studio. I'm changing up the other thing. I'm upping my game. And I decided I need a new intro and a new end card screen. And that's why I went into Fiverr. Now I'm pretty busy. I got Basic Filmmaker University. I have my YouTube channel here. I have another YouTube channel going on. I have courses that I'm creating. I have free courses that I'm creating over there, which you should go check out, by the way. I have a Basic Filmmaker University Facebook group. I have a podcast that I do weekly, and it goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. I decided I needed to get my butt in gear and make some videos. And in the meantime, I didn't want to spend a couple hours in Premiere Pro or After Effects making a new intro, outro, and end screens. And what would happen is it wouldn't be a couple hours. I'd be working on it for days and days and days and days and days and days and days. So I decided to go over to Fiverr and take a budget of like $500 and split it up and say, here's $100 for you and $50 for you and $75 for you, etc. Here's what I told them. I'm going to read this out to you aloud so you get exactly what I was asking them for. Okay, then I went over to Fiverr, and there are a ton of services. What I did was I searched for YouTube intros and outros, and I created my own little saved gigs, which is basically a playlist. So out of all those people, here's what happened. I got stuff like this. Hey, I'm just out at the moment. I'll get back to you. I sent this on May 7th. It is now May 14th, and he never got back with me. Let's get into what I actually got delivered, and then we can take a look at the intro that these people did, and then the end screens that they did, and maybe I'll let you choose because I can't make up my mind, or maybe I'll let you submit one if you think you can do better. Let's take a look at Arc Solutions first and see what they did. They've given me each one of these, one with some sort of music attached to it, and one without. Let's take a look at this first one here. Okay, that's pretty cool. The thing they didn't do, and it's not a big deal, I can open the file and re-render it. The thing they didn't follow is the 15 frames up front. I'll have to look at the project file and see what it's like. And then, of course, we have this one over here, which doesn't have the music. It's the same one, which is good. Yeah, it's the same one, and it just doesn't have the audio with it. So let's go check out the end screens and see what this looks like. That's pretty cool. It has places. Let's look at the one without the music. It has my social medias that I wanted in there, and it has the stuff that I wanted in there for my end screens. That's not bad. I actually kind of like that. Let's check out the next one, Banana Shop. They did what I asked. They included the source files and the source After Effects project. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure that I'd use those exact pictures, but the thing about it is, I like that font, by the way. I can easily, which is why I wanted the file, I can go through and I can replace in here. See, they have the different videos. I can replace those slots with my own images, so that's actually a pretty good job. Let's take a look at the outro, which is basically for the end screens.
Oh, now that's nice. Look at all that. I love this font, this basic Filmmaker thing on there. That's pretty good. Yeah, it opens up, suggested video, watch next, subscribe, basic Filmmaker. It's got the slots and it's got my social medias. Oh, and it puts my university in there. This is pretty good. I really like this one. Not sure I like that fadeaway thing at the end. I'd rather have it cut, but I'm okay with that. Nice job. And of course I have the source. That's pretty well done. I like this. I like what they've done here. Next we have Bahala's graphics. Same thing. These include all the source files, which I asked for. Well done on doing that. And let's take a look at the intro here with the sound and see what we got. Not sure I'd go for that music or the sound, but that's pretty cool. I kind of like that. Let's take a look at it with no sound. Huh, that's interesting. I kind of like that. Let's see what they did for me as far as the outros. Oh, that's cool. I like that too. I'm not sure I like it as the other one. I might change the font or something, but that's pretty cool. Let's watch that again. Yeah, I would change the font a bit, but this is really cool. This is well done. I really like this. And then what is this? There's an extra file here called Kevin. What is this? Whoa. That's pretty cool. I want to watch that again. That's really cool. That's not bad at all. Nice job by Bahala's Graphics. Really, really nice. Now, our final deliverable is from Ratio. Gave me the source file as I asked, has an intro and outro, and included a pop sound effect. I don't mind. I might use my own depending on what it is. But let's check this out, and we'll see what she has here. Oh, that's an interesting effect. Let's watch that again. Zoop, draws in, maker, bam. Huh, that's pretty cool. Let's see what she did for the end screens, the outro. Interesting. I kind of like that. Cool. I'm digging that. I don't know which one I would choose. I'm not sure if I would choose any one in particular, which is why I got the source files so I can change them up. They all did a good job. It's tough when you're a creative person sitting there, and I didn't give them a lot of guidance. I just said be creative, and I think they all did a really good job. I really do. Anyway, that was my trip down Fiverr. That was how I went and spent some money, and I'm still just blown away by a bunch of other people. I had $500 budget, and I ended up having $170 left, and I had a hard time giving this stuff away. Now, don't even think of coming to me going, "Ooh, I'll take the money, I'll do it for you." No, I'm not doing that. If you want to get your channel promoted or yourself promoted or something, and you want to send me something with the same thing, the assets, the file, everything, no copyrighted music, the whole 9 yards, then give your hand at it. Give it a shot, and I'll take a look. I'll give you, let's say, a week from now. I'll give you a week from now. If you want to submit one, go for it, and I'll take a look at it, and I'll do another video. If you think you can do better, then you can do better. Now, I realize this is these people's living. They're taking in money, and they have to produce something, and the people who submit may be like, hey, I have another job, and, I can work, 30 hours on this, no problem. Go check out the free courses over at Basic Filmmaker University. Go check out the new YouTube Academy course. I added a special price to that during these times. That's going to go away, and you will never, ever, ever again get that price. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.